Kell Brook. All right, we're gonna talk about what I want to see next from this guy because man, Kell Brook. Wow. I mean, I became a super fan of Kell Brook on September 10th, 2016. That's right. I'm on that Kell Brook ship right now, and we are going to be flying. All right, me and Kell Brook. Oh, I love that guy. He's my dude. Okay. Oh, Kell Brook in my mind, he can't do no wrong right now. He can't do well. He can, and I'm gonna actually explain that. But right now, Kell Brook. If you can't respect the performance that Kell Brook put on uh, against Gennady Golovkin, I got no words for you, man. That shit had me standing up. I said, "What?" My mind was blown. Oh man, Kell Brook, this guy is a fucking. That guy's amazing. All right, let me stop. Let me talk about what I want to see from the next. All right, now Kell Brook, of course, he's got. I want him to take a little break. You know, have his surgery. Hopefully, his eye will be okay. I actually think like I said, if it's an orbital eye fracture or an orbital floor blowout, I can imagine the doctor saying something along the lines of, "You're not going to be able to get in the ring for maybe like 6 to 8 months," and even then, it's going to be very severe. So hopefully, he doesn't have to get plates put in, to hold his eye up. But if he does, we could be looking at almost a full year of absence from Kell Brook. But Kell Brook, if he does get back into the ring sooner than later, I'd like to see him against some soft touches, very soft touches. I'm talking bum level, okay? I don't want to see like a Rod Salka, but hey, if he picks a Rod Salka, I'm not gonna hate because I don't want to see him against an Errol Spence Jr. level type of fighter at this point. And if you just seen that Gennady Golovkin fight, you understand why. I think that he deserves a little bit of a break from that. After he faces that soft touch, I wouldn't mind him taking another soft touch if he had a surgery. Just wean himself back into the game. I want him to take a year. I want him to pretty much take a year off. 2 fights. Give him 2 fights before he has to, face quality competition. If he has to give up his IBF belt, I think that he's vindicated because of that. I think that I've said this before the fight. I'm not changing my opinion. I said this. If Kell Brook went into that fight with Gennady Golovkin actually looking like he thinks that he can win, I'm not going to be mad at him for not wanting to fight Errol Spence Jr. I'm just not. And he's talking about going to 154. Hey, Kell Brook, I'm a big fan of his right now. So I understand why if you guys in the comment section, you guys want, hey, fuck Kell Brook, he's just a ducker, runner, chicken coward. I don't care. Me personally, I can't fault the man if he wants to. Again, he just went to war with a guy that's 2 weight classes above him. So what do you want me to tell you guys? So yeah, I want him to take some soft touches, but if he can make it back to the welterweight division, a year from now, I would like to see him facing quality competition. Look, Kell Brook, I'm not talking to you or about you. I'm not talking about Kell. It's not like Kell Brook's going to listen to this, but I'm not talking about Kell Brook as a hater. I'm talking about Kell Brook right now as a fan. Kell Brook, with the performance that you put on against Gennady Golovkin, it would just be a shame if you retired now or retired with just only 2 names on your resume, which it would be Sean Porter and Gennady Golovkin. And one of them is a loss. I would like to, me being a fan of Kell Brook right now, I would like to be able to say in the future that this guy was one of the top guys ever. But if you don't get those names like a Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, just quality names, quality fighters, you definitely could do it. But if you don't get those names, we're not going to be able to make that argument for you, no matter how impressive you were on September 10th. Okay? You need to find a way to get some of these fights, get some of these names, and get some of these wins on your resume. And I'm saying this to you as a fan, because years from now, we're going to have these conversations. And you're not going to be in it just for putting on an impressive performance against Gennady Golovkin and losing. Again, it was impressive, but you lost. And so you definitely earned yourself a break for right now, but as a fan, I really want to see Kell Brook eventually get in the ring with really quality competition. So yeah, after maybe 2 soft touches, I want him to get rid of Eddie Hearn. Fuck that guy. Why would you put Kell Brook in the ring with you know, quote unquote the most avoided fighter in the century? I don't believe that, but quote unquote, like I said. But why would you do that? Why would you do that? You were in negotiations with Jesse Vargas. That fight should have happened. He definitely could have beaten Jesse Vargas. He could have been a unified champion, but no, he didn't do that. So Kell Brook, I like to after he fires Eddie Hearn, I like to see him sign with Al Heyman, and the doors will be opening for a lot of fights because I think Bob Arum's gonna probably be working with Showtime a lot more in the future, and he'd have access to Bob Arum's fighters. He'd have access to Al Heyman fighters. Those two are pretty much the main promoters at 147 right now. So the next fight I'd like to see from Kell Brook, the next big fight I'd like to see is definitely a Keith Thurman fight. I'd like to see that. But if you can't get that, either Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, I'm not mad at those fights. Get one of those 3 guys. He doesn't necessarily. I mean, somewhere down the line, I'd like to see him face a Sean Porter. He doesn't necessarily need that fight because, again, he did beat him. But he needs to. Kell Brook definitely needs some more quality names on his resume. All right, just because he had one impressive night does not make him, an all-time great. But I'm definitely a big fan of Kell Brook at this current moment, and I would like to see some great things from him because, again, I'd like to be able to say that, man, this guy is a really great fighter because he beat these people. All right, and possibly in the future he might be able to beat Gennady Golovkin. Hell, if he goes to 154, there's a lot of names at 154, a lot of names for him to pick at. So right now Kell Brook has a lot of options. His stock definitely went up after that fight with Gennady Golovkin, and I can't wait to see what happens. Let's just hope and pray that this eye injury that he suffered does not keep him out of the ring for too long. And let's hope they can come to a impressive recovery. Let's hope his eyes healed 100%. I don't want him to come back in the ring and then every single big fight that he has, his eye, he has to go through surgery again. So let's all be praying for not Gennady Golovkin. Fuck Gennady Golovkin. Let's all be praying for Special K Kell Brook. And I'll be back with some more shit later.